Welcome back, friends. Take a look at my collection of electric guitar necks and you will notice that they're all kind of similar because they all have that wood type background, a light satiny finish, a little bit of lacquer. One of them is pretty raw, and then there's one that stands out as being different than all the rest, and that's my Ibanez electric guitar with a shiny black neck. It's got a lot of coats of lacquer back here, and I don't really care for it. So today's video, we are going to remove the coating on the back of the guitar neck. Let's get started. I'm going to start with this 150 grit sandpaper. It might be too fine of a grit, but I want to just give it a try and see how much it cuts through. I guess the only consideration here is to make sure that I don't injure the frets. It seems to be getting through pretty easily. This might be the right grit. I'm trying to only remove the black and not that white striped tape. But who knows, might be a little bit of white stripe that comes off, or vice versa, a little extra black residue left over. Certainly get a little bit off there to start. About halfway there. It feels sandy and kind of rough, but at least that lacquery feeling is gone. So even right now it's kind of close to that satiny touch, but not nearly fine enough yet. Let's get a better view. We got almost all of the black off. I'm going to go to the 220 grit. Okay, that was the 220 grit. It's starting to feel kind of smooth now. It's pretty smooth. But I'm noticing two colors in the wood now. And I didn't see that before. See, it's really light right there where my finger is, and then a little darker on the rest of it. And it's the same thing over here. So I don't know if I can assume that I'm rubbing this area firmer or not firm enough. And now for the 400. At this point, I just want to be gentle on it and we're just trying to make it smooth now. I'm starting to feel a little bit of the touch of which part is sanded and which part is not. I guess after a lot of experience you can kind of tell just how smooth the wood is without it, just with the sandpaper. I'm already getting this curvy area there. Okay, now we're going to 600 grit. This is very fine. Very fine sandpaper. Yeah, it's hard to tell if I'm even doing anything. 400, I could tell I was removing a little bit. very smooth. Yeah, I like it. It's gonna be good. Oh my gosh, who wants to play on a guitar that's all, you know, lacquered like this when you can play on something completely smooth like that? Now, I was wondering about this color. There, you can see it now. Okay, well, that area is just like 1 degree rougher than the rest of it. So I don't know if that means I was more aggressive right there, but that's the result. All right, so now it's time to oil the back of the neck. That helps to seal in the pores and protect it from humidity changes a little bit. And I was told that this is some of the best oil to use. Watco Danish oil. This one is a clear finish, or it's called natural. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some on right now, and then I'll wait till tomorrow morning and do it again. Because you want to wait, you know, at least a few hours in between. Just make it shiny. You're not trying to make it wet, but just to get enough oil to be there and soak in. Definitely not dripping wet. That's too much. Okay, this stuff is really good for the fretboard as well, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on right now. Flip this over. Oil up the fretboard. Just enough to make it shiny and moist. There we go, that's pretty shiny. All right, so that's all for now. Now we just let the oil sit in there and soak into the wood, and repeat this again tomorrow morning. All right, well, here we are. It is the next morning with my Ibanez neck work. And I noticed that the finish feels kind of greasy, like a little bit oily, a little bit tacky to the touch. That probably means that I used a little too much oil. The neck was probably not accepting the oil, not as porous as I had imagined, and I just probably applied a little too much. On the fretboard, it looks pretty good. Looks about like, you know, a normal amount of application of the and the way that it's soaked in. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to rub down the surfaces again with a cloth. I'm not going to oil the fretboard again today, but I think I will do another coat of oil on the back of the neck. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to rub this down a bit. So I'm just going to wipe some more oil on here, and just enough to put the oil on there and no more, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be soaked up by the wood. Kind of more like polishing the furniture. All right, well, the neck is ready to play. I've got the fretboard ready, so the next step is to just put the strings back on, do a cursory setup, and I'll be ready to go. All right, so here she is with my new neck surfacing. Yeah, nice and smooth, very fast, very slick. It's a little bit easier to make these giant leaps with my... Yeah, it feels a lot easier. Cool. How about just key of C? No sharps, no flats.